just finished editing a video and it's currently 5:30 and I haven't picked up a book yet today. So last night I started A Swiftly Tilting Planet by Madeline L'Engle and I'm so annoyed by this book already, and I wish I wasn't. I wish it wasn't the case. But I'm like, I didn't read much. I read 10 pages last night and I just get so annoyed by like the intelligence of the characters. Like, you know, there are books that have intellectual people that doesn't make you feel dumb, and then there's the books that make you feel dumb just by being ordinary, and this is kind of one of those books. So obviously it could get better. I've only read 10 pages, so I think I'm gonna try to pick this one up on audio, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna start next, but I think I'll look and see if I can get this one on audio and then clean up my room a little bit.
So it's already pretty late today, but we filmed a wrap-up video for October, and I just finished replying to a few texts. I'm just going through my to-do list a little bit. Done quite a few things, though nothing super special. I started reading Robin Hood again, which was part of my 2023 TBR, and I had started it last year, so I just kind of started where I left off. But I think I'm going to switch to another book because I want to read something more fallish, more autumnal. Not sure what I'm going to read, but I'm going to pick one of my books from my fall TBR.
We're making a smoothie, and I'm gonna put some spinach in mine. I've never had a green smoothie before, so I'm gonna try it, but I don't have that much hope that it'll be good, but I will update soon.
That looks
Appetizing?
Oh my goodness. Like, would you want this lovely yellow?
Tastes the same.
Oh, okay, well, I don't really want to do it. Maybe I'll do it next time.
It's pretty much the same.
I like these.
These sweaters are cute. Is it soft?
Not really.
Oh yeah, it's not.
I guess it kind of is, but...
Ooh. Sparkle. Chic.
This is what you want?
Like we do in every vlog, we're not reading. We're stalling. We're doing anything but reading.
So I've had a pretty good morning today. I got a few things done, and I read some of this book, which I started forever ago, but I'm still working on, and did my laundry, and yeah, it's been a pretty good morning. I hope you liked the fall leaves shots because I went out in the 26-degree weather barefoot to get those. So last night I was too lazy to pick a book, so I just continued reading Robin Hood. But I'm definitely gonna start something today. So these are the only three ones that I have, 3 books from my fall TBR that I have to read right now. So I'm gonna pick one of these. But right now I'm gonna go visit Amelia. She is at work right now, and our friend also works at the same place, and she's working at the same time as well. So I'm gonna go visit them really quickly. And yeah, I have some work and things to do, so I don't know when I'll actually be reading, but I'm gonna go visit her first.
Okay, so it is day 2 and I am sitting down to read. It is now the evening and I decided to pick up Waterfall by Lisa T. Berggren. So I did find A Swiftly Tilting Planet on audio, but haven't listened to that too much yet. I decided at this point that if it doesn't interest me, I'm gonna put it down until I can come back to it. So I'm not sure what that's gonna mean for this vlog because a lot of things haven't really sounded interesting for some reason. So I have a few things that are gonna help me plow through this a little bit tonight. And I know that sounds bad, but it does just take me a while to get into a story, so I kind of have to help myself along a little bit. So I've got my tea, got my lights on. And I think I've seen Haley Pham put a reading vlog on while she's reading, just as something in the background. So I might try that as well to help me along. So I'm gonna do that, and I am going to get reading.
So today is Halloween, and we don't do very much on Halloween. So we're going to have some dinner and maybe play a game and watch a movie tonight. So I started His Last Bow by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle last night, and I read 2 of the stories. They are quite dark and more violent than any of the other ones that I remember reading, but I guess that's fitting for the season. What did you read?
I have officially DNF'd Waterfall by Lisa T. Berggren. I haven't really shared my thoughts on this, so I guess I will say now that it was just... the writing was so bad. I hated the main character's voice and just like the contemporariness of it, and you'd have to read it to understand. It's so bad. I don't even want to give you a sample just because it's so horrible and I don't want to pollute your ears with it. So yeah, I might, just because I bought it, I might hold on to it until like I read a little more and just make sure it possibly could get better, but I don't want to read it in this vlog. There's not really a good reason to keep it. I just hate that I spent money on it and now don't want it. So I don't know. It's DNF'd for this video at least.
I think we're gonna go on a walk now, and later today I'm gonna make some fudge for dessert, so that's exciting. We've never really made fudge before, so hopefully it will turn out.
Yeah, I also started some sourdough. I forgot to vlog the making of it, but I will show progress hopefully if it does something.
It's your first
actual loaf. Yeah, it's my starter. So that's exciting, and hopefully it works.
And it takes a lot longer than you thought it was going to. We were going to have it for dinner tonight.
And then it was like 30 hours of waiting. I feel like that shouldn't be right, but yeah. I'm also 4 chapters into A Swiftly Tilting Planet on audio, and it's getting a little better. So should we show them how this is working?
Sure.
If you wonder how I'm as tall, or almost as tall as Maddie, this is the reason.
This is what we normally look like. It's okay. Fudge turned out pretty well. We ended up watching The Most Reluctant Convert and then part of a Little Rascals episode because we were wondering what it was, and then now it is now 10:15 and I should start reading, but I really don't want to because I am so close to finishing knitting the sleeve on my sweater. So I've got some English breakfast tea and I am going to knit for a little while till 10:35. So you are my witness if I don't do it. I have to get in bed by 10:35. So I'm gonna do some knitting for a little while and then start reading. It's 10:38, but that's pretty close. So I'm gonna go get ready for bed and then do some reading. I'm gonna try to read maybe another two stories in the Sherlock Holmes book, but I don't know how long they're gonna be because one was kind of short and the other one was more long. So to see what that is. And then I'm also reading Adorning the Dark, which I started forever ago, but I only have like one more chapter left. So I'm gonna finish that up probably. So time to read.
So today is the 1st of November, so I have been writing this morning for NaNoWriMo. I actually didn't do any reading, but I've gotten about 700 words written today, so almost half, and I have to go to work in just a couple minutes, so I will be doing that. And when I come home, I'm not sure what our plans are, but I hope to get a little bit of reading in and finish up my writing for the day. I started The Queen's Rising and got about 50 pages into that one. It's been interesting so far, so as I keep going, I will continue to share my thoughts on that one. From work for a few hours now, and Maddie and I got some dinner, and I have just been at home for a bit, and I'm going to finish up my writing for the day. I planned out a couple scenes while I was at work, so hopefully things will go pretty smoothly. So yeah, I'm gonna make some tea, and then once I get my writing done, I'll probably take a little break and then get started on some reading. So I got a little bit distracted after I finished writing. Finally sitting down to read. So basically what's happened in this book, he is at this school with the other girls and is getting ready to, I don't know, whatever they do when they graduate from the school basically, and she's scared that she's not going to pass this test because she has to know a whole lot of things because she settled on the passion of knowledge in the last 3 years of her training, so that is where I'm at right now. Santa's favorite. So far today we have voted and we got some windshield wipers for the car. I went to the bank and deposited some money, and we looked for some jeans for Maddie. So we've been trying to have a productive day today. It's been super rainy all day. Super, what's the word? Downcast. Overcast.
People crossing?
I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, it's very, just rainy and overcast, so I don't know about Maddie, but I'm probably gonna make some tea and maybe read. I kind of forgot about writing today, so that's good. So I haven't done that, but I need to do that as well. Do you have anything to say?
I don't know. No? Gonna do some reading. Some other things.
We will see you then. When you need water in your neighborhood, you call the water supply.
What does that even mean? ran down the aisle with him.
How open it is.
These fat quarters, they're so cute.
Those are cute. I like that. What can we make?
I never have.
I like that one too that you knocked off. And that one.
Oh yeah.
That's cute.
He always likes the floor color of Joanne's.
Looks very gray right now, but it's a nice like robin's egg blue. What do we need to get? Comment down below. Tell us what we should buy. Because we'll still be here by the time the video goes. Okay, bye.
It's almost 7:30 in the morning and I am about to go meet a friend at a coffee shop. I'm really excited to go do that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Last night I read The Case of the Dying Detective in my Sherlock Holmes book, and that was a really good story. It was just so typically Sherlock Holmes. I really enjoyed that one, and I'm getting pretty close to finishing it. I might start something else as well and just keep reading these stories as well as another book. It is almost time for me to leave, and yeah, Amelia has to go to work today, and I'm not sure what else we have planned. We're going to our brother and sister-in-law's house today to stay for a few days because they're out of town, so we have to figure out everything with that. It's been so rainy and foggy. Let me see if it's still foggy. It's still a little bit foggy, but it was so foggy last night, like it literally looked like this book. But yeah, I'll have to see what the weather is like today. It's not light yet, so I will talk to you later.
I have so much power here. I just told the house to turn on classical music and it did. Hey Google, dim the lights 10%.
So we've now made it to the end of the week, and I finished His Last Bow. I really enjoyed this. I've forgotten how much I liked Sherlock Holmes, and I'm really glad that I read it, and I'm really excited to finish up the series. There's only a few more books left, and yeah, they're just really, really good. If you haven't tried them, I definitely would. I also finished Adorning in the Dark, which I highly recommend. It's a nonfiction book, and I've talked about it a couple times, but I finally finished it up, and it was so good. And then I also started The Inklings, which is a biography about the Inklings, or at least 4 of the Inklings, C.S. Lewis, J.R. Tolkien, Owen Barfield, and Charles Williams. I've just barely started it, but it's part of my 2023 TBR, and it's definitely going to take me a while, but I really have enjoyed it so far.
So I finished a couple books that I was reading. I finished listening to A Swiftly Tilting Planet, and I gave this one 2.5 stars. I feel like this is one of those books that I would enjoy more a second time through. I think I just missed some of the key elements, and it was kind of confusing and all over the place, and just lots of different things connected and were going on. I don't think it's a good reason to rate a book a low star just because you're not smart enough to understand it, but that's what I did. Next, I read The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. This book was actually pretty good. It surprised me. I gave this one 4 stars, and yeah, I just really enjoyed it. It was a solid historical fiction YA book. There was definitely some things that were incorrect about the time period. I don't know much about the 1500s, but I can tell you some of it was not accurate. But I really enjoyed the characters, I enjoyed the family dynamics, and I felt like the plot was unique as well. So when I finished that, I also started The House on Foster Hill by Jamie Jo Wright. I'm just a few pages into that one, so not too sure what I think of it yet. So that was all that we read for this vlog. We've been enjoying the fall season. We'd love to hear about the books that you've been reading or the things you've been doing this fall. So we want to thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.